good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas 2023, day 7. And I finally got smart and figured out how to do this, I think. I've been trying to do like a lot of these things in the morning before I go to work, and it has been a challenge. And so, because by the time in the morning when I get up, everything's dark, and usually when I'm headed home from work, it's dark again, even though it's not that late, but it gets dark so fast. So today I decided to do something a little different. So technically this is actually Wednesday, which is really day 6 that I'm recording this part of the video, but I will upload it in the morning and it'll be day 7 video. So I'm still learning how people do this, and I guess if I stayed home, maybe it would be a little easier to do it, in real time. But it's hard when, I get up and go to work really early, and then by the time I'm coming home, it's starting to get dark, and then my house is dark. It's hard to film anything. So anyway, I am on my way home on Wednesday, but you will see this video Thursday morning. And so that will be my Vlogmas day 7. And that was a long, drawn out intro, but welcome back. This is Persevering Daily, and I'm Kathy, and I'm glad you're here. So I had a couple of things that I've actually videoed a while back, probably, well, actually, I know exactly when it was. It was the day after Thanksgiving, because I go out and I do not do Black Friday at all. I'm staying away from the big crowds, but my sister and my sister-in-law and I, we usually go out on that Friday after Thanksgiving, and we will go kind of just shopping, window shopping and stuff at places that are not that busy. I need to pull over because here comes an ambulance. Right, that was certainly unexpected. But anyway, I hope nobody's hurt bad or anything, so looks like it's up ahead. But anyway, we always go out the day after Thanksgiving, and we stay completely clear of malls. Sorry, y'all are kind of moving around now since I had to stop. But we go to places like Big Lots, and usually we go to Hobby Lobby, and we like to look at the decorations and things like that. And we might buy a few little gifts, although these days I'm buying more and more stuff online. It's just so much easier, and you can find almost exactly what you want, whereas it's hard when you're just kind of shopping in a store. But anyway, we went to some places that day after Thanksgiving, and I did a little bit of filming of some of the Christmas decorations and things that they had for sale. And so I am going to include that in this video and kind of show you. My hair's doing some weird stuff there, sorry. Show you guys some of just the fun stuff that we saw that day, and just pretty things. I thought it kind of, was very festive, gets you in the Christmas spirit. And then I'm going to maybe show you some more of my decorations. Yesterday's video, or really it was today's, but it's yesterday for you guys. I did show you how I decorated my vintage looking tree, my silver tree. And so I'll show you guys a little bit more of some of my decor. And I thought I would throw a question out there to you guys, and just find out, since we're speaking about just different stores and things like that, things that we do. So I thought I would ask you guys, what stores do you kind of like to go to, and you kind of do it every Christmas season? And like I said, we usually do Big Lots just because they have inexpensive things, fun things to look at. That's actually where I got my big outdoor snowman that I showed you guys on an earlier Vlogmas day. And very inexpensive, I thought, for what you got. And another thing that I used to like to do, which I haven't done it in a long time, but years ago, and I'm talking probably, it's been more than 30 years ago, I had a job downtown Dallas, and I worked with a lady, and what our job was, we walked around to different law firms that were in the big office buildings downtown. We would take the bus, and we went to different law firms that we had accounts with, and we used to update their law libraries. So basically, law books, they go out of date really quickly because the law changes so quickly. So what we would do is these publishers would send new pages, and our job was, and we were freelancers, we would go to the libraries, and all of the new material was stacked up. We would take the books and take the old pages out, throw those away, and put the new pages in. And it was kind of tedious because every page didn't get replaced. So you might replace, 2 or 3 pages here, and then throw those away, and then you got, go quite a few pages, and then you replace the next ones. I loved that job. It was very fun. And in fact, the only reason that I quit doing it, I did that for a few years, and the reason I stopped was I needed a job that had insurance, and I left, eventually, and got hired by one of the law firms that we serviced. And I worked for them in their file room for about 4 or 5 years. I can't even remember now how long it was. But one of the things that we did, me and the lady that was actually her business, she took me one time, and it was during the Christmas season, and I had actually never even walked into a Neiman Marcus store. It is very expensive, and certainly nothing in there that, I figured I could buy or anything, but she took me in there, and we walked around, and all of their beautiful Christmas decorations were up, and she took me to the Christmas ornament area, and I ended up buying just a small Christmas ornament, and I still have that thing, and I have it on my tree. And then after Christmas, we went back over there, and a lot of their ornaments were on sale, like 50% off or something, and so I ended up getting some more things after Christmas. But it was so fun to walk through that really fancy store at Christmas time. They had it all decorated up. It was literally, at that time, we're talking about the mid to late 80s. And that was like the stores that you would see in movies, like the New York stores at Christmas time, where it's the very nice decorations, and people are coming in there and buying things and having their packages wrapped and all of that. And it was really fun. It was just different. And so I look back on that with fond memories. And they always decorated their front window like really elaborately for Christmas. And in fact, it was always a big deal. What is Neiman's Christmas window gonna look like? Honestly, I don't even know if they still do it, because I don't go downtown very often at all anymore, and I certainly don't go down there and shop. There's not, I believe, if Neiman's is even still down there, that's the last department store that's even down there. All of those other department stores closed in the late 80s, early 90s. So, right around the time that all of, right after the time I was, introduced to that. So that's a really fond memory I have of a store that I really enjoyed, going to at Christmas time. And I will say this, when we went there, my friend that introduced me to that, she also introduced me to Godiva chocolates, which I had never heard of. And she bought me a little box of Godiva chocolates. And so I remember a few Christmases after that, I went back down there, and I think I took my kids maybe, and we went just to buy some Godiva chocolates. And so that, again, I don't even know if they're still down there. I don't know if they still sell Godiva chocolates. I'm sure Godiva chocolates are still a thing, but if you've never had them, they're really good. They come in a little gold box too, very fancy looking. But that was just something I was thinking about today when I was thinking about the videos that I took of the Christmas decorations. So tell me what stores you guys like to go to, maybe that you go to every Christmas season, or a store that you remember from your childhood going to. I remember we used to go to Sears. That is where we always went to talk to Santa Claus. And of course, there's no Sears around here anymore that I know of. But that was a big deal to us kids. You got the big Sears catalog, and you looked through that, you know, kind of bent down the pages on the things that you wanted. And then you would go and talk to Santa at Sears, and he was always in the toy department. You know, as a kid, I didn't realize what clever placement that was, but it certainly was. And now I watch movies, you know, like A Miracle on 34th Street and Elf, the silly, you know, Elf movie, and you see that they have Santa Claus there in the toy department. It all makes sense now, you know, but at the time, I just remember that was something we did every year. So put in the comments, you know, what your Christmas stores are that you like or that you have liked throughout your life, and share it with all of us, even if it's a store that's not around any longer. But for sure, if it's a store that is still around that we can go to, I would like to get some suggestions for some fun places to check out. All right, well, I'm going to close up this part of my video, and I will share a little bit of the decorations that we looked at that day, the day after Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, and if you are not a subscriber, I hope you'll subscribe. Please like and share this video. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I appreciate anything you can do to help me out with that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow, which is 2 days from now for me, but it will be 1 day for you. All right, bye-bye.